Hello, friends. Today we're gonna look at some cool news at WoW. I think most of you have probably heard of it already. Yeah, boosting community is now prohibited in World of Warcraft. What do you guys think triggered this? Was there like some sort of internal thing that we don't know about? Like they got caught RMTing again, or why? I understand that they cannot advertise, and I'm fully good with that. I don't like advertising in trade chat as a boosting community, but also as a guild, really. I don't like advertising at all. You do that for if it's a really good thing that you can you do it for money basically, and you only advertise for stuff that people like to see. But in a game like this, you don't want to see advertisements in a game. How would you feel if Blizzard would advertise for stuff in game and you would like see them constantly popping up and you don't, it just bothers you. It's kind of weird. I don't know. So I understand that fully. Okay, I'm fully with Blizzard on the advertising part. What I don't understand is why are guilds still allowed to advertise in the same place, and why are boosting communities banned in general outside of advertising? I think that's a bit weird. I'm trying to think, how Blizzard benefits from this, right? Like in terms of their game getting better, okay, there will be less advertisements, but that's not really what they are blocking here. It will reduce, but this will also mean that there will be less boosts done in general. It doesn't at least directly benefit Blizzard because people bought gold from Blizzard to get these boosts. So maybe they even will lose a certain amount of people that will buy less WoW tokens. I'm not sure. So that's not a direct benefit. It might be an indirect benefit. The game getting better and then people playing the game more. That's good. But usually Blizzard doesn't think that way. So I don't know. I'm trying to see like the reason really here. And I still don't understand why you can advertise as a guild but not as a boosting org. And they did some like very weird wording where you can't really understand what they are going for here. Because we had this discussion in our guild in the officer meeting. One thing I'm going to leak for you guys from the officer meeting. So we were discussing, okay, we need to get PvP boosts because our guys are not good enough to do PvP in the first week to get it as fast as possible. Even if they were really good PvP players, we would still buy PvP boosts because it's just faster and we will have more time to spend on doing M+ or splits or tactic prep in the heroic week. So there's like a very limited time that we have, and if we buy boosts, we're just going to be better at it, right? Like we're just going to be faster, no matter what. Even if we're really good and we could reach it, it could save us an hour, and that would be still very good. An hour on everybody in heroic week is really nice, It's an hour of extra sleep. We were like, okay, so how do we organize these boosts, right? We can go to what we used to do is go to a boosting community. We don't like to do like some crazy partnership with them, but they have the service, we buy it, that's it. That's our commitment. We don't do more. We don't get involved with them. Back in the days, we did to a certain degree, but after the Galavik's destruction, we stopped completely and just only did like specific deals, and that's it. And now we were wondering, well, can we do that still? Even if these boosting communities don't advertise, they exist. The discourse are still up. There are still boosting communities. Now, in what sort of way are they usable, or are they completely prohibited? So there are different wordings on this. And the weird thing is, whenever they speak about it, they don't like fully clarify, or they over restrict people. So what do I mean with that? Let's go to the post that are posted. Organizations who disruptively advertise across all realms and establish escrow services are the primary target of this policy update. So what if a boosting community does not disruptively advertise, but does the escrow services? Are they the primary target of this policy update? And are they a secondary target? Like maybe they're not a primary target, but they're the secondary target and they still get banned. So let's assume you can't do anything with boosting organizations, right? A boosting organization is fully banned. Well, a guild is a boosting organization, and he says, and they say guilds and individuals who are inviting players from another realm to join them in traditional game activities in exchange for gold are allowed as they were before. traditional game activities. What the fuck is a traditional game activity, first of all? Like, can I RP with a person for gold? Like, like what is traditional? Kind of weird to me. I'm gonna guess that's including boosting. And they say guilds, so like, can you make a guild of boosters and just do this? Like, I don't know. It's a bit weird, right? Like, obviously, all of us understand to a degree what definitely isn't allowed. You're not supposed to go and hire advertisers and get cuts and do these full-on organizations. That's clear. I think everybody's on the same page on that. The problem is, what if there exists a Discord where people talk to each other regarding boosting, and you can go there, you can buy a boost, and somebody sits there and organizes these things. Somebody says, okay, you go and boost him, and then, oh, you want a boost? All right, we can get you one sorted. Now, is that not allowed? Because you don't have to advertise for them anymore. Everybody knows these boosting organizations. They have a lot of regular customers, and they don't necessarily need to see all the advertisements. For new players, yeah, they would be a bit harder to get, but you can do websites, you can do ads outside of the game, you can do even ads on Twitch. I know a lot of boosting communities get partnered with streamers. Now, that wouldn't be disruptively advertising across all realms. That wouldn't be it. But I don't know if that's who they are targeting. It's really weird to me. They're saying the disruptive advertising, but then there are also parts where they're saying boosting organizations are prohibited in general. They're just fully gone. But, at that point, a lot of people are not allowed to boost anymore. Like, it doesn't even exclude guilds or anybody. So my opinion is they should have removed any advertising, including guilds, including single people, including boosting wars, like just literally everybody. Nobody's allowed to use a trade chat for advertising or anything. Fuck that. Boosting should just be gone completely, in my opinion. If somebody wants to boost their friend for a little bit of gold, sure. If somebody knows a guy, like, some sick PvPer, I know him for years, let's do some boosting with him, or they know a guild, they go and ask, sure, right? But advertising for it in-game, I think it should be gone. It should be completely gone. I wish that's what they would have done here. That would make complete sense to me. But this is like this middle thing. Like, what is the goal here? Is it to have some advertising, but not too much? I don't know. It's a bit weird. And like, you can easily mask it that, now guilds can get advertisers for themselves, and it doesn't really change anything. I can hire SwiftGen to work for Echo, and then he just advertises for Echo all day. But I can only do it on my realm, I guess, so that will still reduce it. But, I don't know. Is that really the goal here? They just want to cut out the middleman. But there will always be middleman in this thing. Even if you're in a guild, I can tell you how it worked back in the days, okay? Back in the days in Volumes of Draenor or MOP, the way it worked is most guilds had a guy. That guy just knew a lot of people. He did boosting outside of the game as well, like outside of the guild as well, right? Challenge modes or M+ or whatever. And that guy brought also boosters to the raid. And then he took a cut from that. So this is what this will turn into again. And I don't understand, like, it's just like a half-done job to me. So I would like for them to clarify it a little bit more if they want boosting organization to be completely gone, right? Like, fully gone. And in that case, what is allowed? Is advertising for your own guild allowed? I mean, to a degree, they might be leaving it intentionally vague so that people don't know, and then they can ban whoever the fuck they want. But I don't think that's the right approach. So here you go. Like, this is the other post. So this post says the disruptive advertising is the bad thing. And then the next one, let's read it. As the conditions change by which various entities operate in World of Warcraft, we are compelled to update our policies to further our goal of making the gameplay experience as fair and welcoming as possible. Great. That is great, right? Super nice goals. And I truly believe they are trying to do that to a degree. Since we last updated our policies, we have found that an increasing disturbance of the gameplay experience has been caused by organizations excessively advertising various non-traditional services in-game. I don't like the sentence because we have found, like, they're acting like they changed it like 2 weeks ago, But then people did a lot of advertising, and now they're reacting like, no, it's been fucking months, if not a year or something, since they've done anything about this. What have you been doing all these months? That's really fucking weird to me. Who is in charge of this? And like, fire that guy, literally. I hope this is the new guy that's trying to do something. I hope it's not the old guy, because the old guy, he's gonna be useless, or old woman, whoever is doing it. Just get a proper person to handle this, please. And I hope this is that person. And if yes, then I hope he or she is listening to our feedback. But whatever, right? Let's assume this person got hired and found out that the increasing disturbance of the gameplay, and is now trying to fix it. All right, that's good. We like it still. Good aims. As of today, we will now prohibit organizations who offer boosting, matchmaking, escrow, or other non-traditional services, including those offered for gold. No exceptions, nothing. That's the sentence. What the fuck? Just looking at this sentence, nobody could boost. But then in other posts, they do clarify guilds and individuals, they're allowed. So we can't. Obviously, this sentence is wrong. So I can't really trust the sentence. And at the end of this, he or she again specifies, but I'm going to get to that in later. These actions can include warnings, account suspensions, and if necessary, permanent closure of the disruptive World of Warcraft accounts. Organizations operating across multiple realms and excessively advertising non-traditional in-game sales are contrary to the terms and conditions of the Blizzard end-user license agreement. So now, first it said they'll prohibit organizations who offer boosting, anything like that, you're fucked, right? But then it again restricts it to the excessive advertising, which I think is the problem, and that's the thing they should ban, and not organizations who offer boosting. Or they do that, and they also don't allow guilds or players or anything, right? They like fully block it, especially advertising for it. And in my opinion, advertising for it is the problem, not the boosting. We're back to what? Dude, in VOD, you could do all you want. No. In VOD, things were normal. Actually, you couldn't advertise a lot. Well, you could, but then people could report you and you would get a 3-day ban. That's true. That is the only time I got banned. I got a 3-day ban. And the way it works is, this is the worst part. What happens is you type stuff that you're free to boost, right? Echo, and I was doing it as a guild, not as like a boosting org or something. So I did the thing that was allowed technically, and I got banned. And what happens is, apparently the boosting communities or other guilds, they report you. They must report you so you get banned, so that people don't see your advertisement but instead see theirs. That's what happened to me. I got a 3-day ban once. Because it's just like, it's not allowed to risk your account like that. You would get completely destroyed by your guildmates. I think they're way too late with this, to be honest. Yeah, super late. I also said the same thing. They're acting like in the second sentence, like this is some new change here. We found that an increasing disturbance of gameplay experience has been caused by organizations. Really? You have found that? Well, that took you quite long, friend. But it's fine. Dude, if they would just tell me advertising for boosting is not allowed in World of Warcraft anymore. Done. Full stop. Nothing. There's no new channel for it. Like, nothing. I would love that. Even if there's a need. I don't give a shit. I don't think boosting is good for the game. It's just a bad thing. If you have to boost to get enough gold to do certain content, then that's a whole nother issue. The fix to that problem is not to provide a channel where you can sell and buy boosts. That's just not it, in my opinion. Now, that's the game I would design. Maybe they think differently. Maybe they think boosting is a very healthy thing in the game, and we should promote it even. People might think like that, but I just disagree. And in the end, I don't think like every person. Every person has different thoughts, and maybe I'm wrong. It's just how I think a game should be played. I also think WoW token shouldn't be in the game, but Blizzard sees it differently. They think WoW token is a great thing, and they just have it in the game. The only way I could imagine boosting being in some way all right in this game is that if you are some sort of like super brain, right? You're making like you're playing off the auction house, or you're like a sick PvPer. I don't know, and you earned gold by boosting for gold with with your homies, no advertising, none of that. You somehow got a lot of gold. Then I could see like rate boosting someone for achievement or something like that. If that's like hard-earned gold, nothing RMT, nothing bought by a WoW token, I could see that being all right. It's not horrible. But that's it. Advertising and stuff, I think, is definitely should not be part of the game.